Good afternoon, everyone. So let me introduce a recommendation system for monitoring the energy value of consumer food products based on machine learning. So nowadays, healthy eating is playing an increasing role in our daily lives. This is primarily due to the fact that there is a tendency to monitor our own diet, which directly affects our health. We have heard many times that certain health problems are related to poor nutrition. It's known that 1 in 5 deaths is caused by eating unhealthy foods. Failure to follow the basics of proper nutrition can be a reason for obesity and cardiovascular disease. Using monotechnology allows you to solve most of these issues without consulting a nutritionist, so the task can be perfectly handled by the recommendation system. Some research into that realm will help raise the health factor of the nation by several points. In the scope of system analysis, let's highlight the main goal, which will pin at the top of the tree, and highlight some goals on the first and second levels. In order to select the appropriate type of information system, we use the method of hierarchy analysis. We choose 4 types of information systems, such as information search, information retrieval, decision support system, and intelligent information retrieval system. The definition of the type of information system will be evaluated in relation to 6 characteristics, such as novelty, recognition quality, flexibility, productivity, speed, and convenience. Thus, the result of the method of hierarchy analysis is the chosen information system to support decision making. If you're interested in, all calculations are stored in our article directly. In terms of ontology section, we try to define the main properties and factors which are figured out in our system. For instance, here we show a diagram of the classification of nutritions. As you can see, organic nutrients are made up of proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. We believe that this classification within the system is necessary because a living organism can not live and die without them. Also, as you can see, breakfast, lunch, and supper are belong to meal. For example, to get energy values from ingredients, we should perform decomposition. And a few words about combined scheme. So after reading information from dish and products, we receive ingredient details. Also, we should provide determination the energy value, and as a result we receive nutrition. Also, we can dive deeper into user history, do history analysis, and based on that make some recommendation. Idea of 0. So here we can see concept diagram. So at the center of the diagram we can see our system, which is a recommended system for monitoring the energy value of food products. As an input parameters, here we receive data on dishes, on caloric content of product, dataset, user features, API with barcodes. For example, as an input rule, we receive dietary rules to perform useful and accurate recommendation. And as final result, at the output of the system, we can see calculation of calories and general recommendations. On the next slide we can see decomposition. So here we provide four general processes such as product recognition, determining the energy value of product, maintaining statistics, and formation of dietary advice. If you want to look at further decomposition level, you can also find them in our article. Also, we provide PASST analysis. So, for example, here we can look at some dependencies which have an impact in our system. So, from political perspective, we assume that tax policy, course of digitalization of processes, and settlement of hostilities makes an impact on our system. From economic perspective, it's exchange rate, unemployment rate, income level of the population. From social side, it's the duration of the cult of a healthy lifestyle, it's development of diet control habits, population growth rates, and standards of beauty are accepted by society. And the last one, such technical factors like development of innovations and technologies and introducing a new generation of mobile communications also have an impact on our system. A few words about system architecture. So we should mention that we use C# for developing backend and JavaScript for front-end sites. Here we can see a three-tier architecture. So on the first level, first level is view level, the next one is business logic level, and the last one data access level. On the view level, we receive model from UI side, which is converted to DTO. After that, we go further into business logic level, where we perform crucial operation in our system, and on data access level we deal with database models. Here you can see database relationship schema, where we can follow by table relationships. So for example, here we can see as our user is related to meals, how meals is related to ingredients, and so on. We train deep convolutional neural network with keras to classify images into food categories and to output the best matching ingredients. We assume that the first layer in SNS recognizes rough structure in the picture. The further you proceeded to the last levels, so the finer the learned features become. You can see a homepage where we can track our consumed and remaining calories number. Also here we can see what we did before and so on. On the profile page we can track how often we use our application and look at more general info. A camera view allows us to take a photo and after that make a general decomposition, divide the dish into ingredients, and receive the results. So here we can see our pizza is recognized and calories are also calculated. If you want to dive deeper into your previous experience, you can navigate to diary page and see, for example, how many calories was consumed, see the relationship between the meal times and number of consumed calories, and also here you can answer on the question what's your favorite product or dish, something like that. As a result, we create a system that can recognize a dish from the image, divide it into ingredients, count calories, and propose some tips to improve user diet. In scope, the system analyzes, we provide goal tree and use hierarchy method to define system type. Also, we use IDEF0, PST, and ontology analysis to describe system workflow and explain key difference and explain key dependencies of the system. Thanks for your attention.